auto connected. We're fine.
Yeah. We're logging in.
Make sure we're set up for
Yeah.
the chat, please.
Okay, I see it up. So here we go.
I don't have our monitor just yet. If you guys can hear us, we're just getting back into the game. So sorry about a stream crash last time. We reset everything to make sure this happened. I'm gonna have Loopy catch everyone up on what happened while we were in the break.
All right, so we have Gandork on the Gar-Saxon yellow deck. Played an early Evanson. As you see, his Planetary Qualifier, top cut Evanson on the board. Has put a lot of pressure on Sabine's base. Sabine has wing leader to leader, and is right now, I think, using ECL on a Wrecker, which is a real strong play, you know, here. So a Wrecker ECL comes on the 6 resource turn as we go through. Now, everybody, as you're popping up here, if you can reshare the link to the stream, that would really help us a lot as we try to get everybody back that we lost. It is live on Take the Initiative, Bucketheads, and Late Night Gaming. I'm popping a few of those up. So we have 10 damage, I think, on Sabine's base, 14 on Gandork's. Gandork has a clear board, but has not yet deployed his leader, Gar-Saxon, and now has the resources available to do it. All right, let me just copy and get this link on Late Night. So, the Sabine player is trying to... Jimmy is got a significant board presence and is looking at Gar-Saxon. And Gar-Saxon plays a Hotshot Blaster, I believe, from the row, killing the Sabine leader. Gandork has gone into control mode, trying to save damage on his base and clear the significant board that Sabine has. Gandork has already taken out the leader. Record does. Wrecker still is alive. Goes into the base, taking Gandork perilously close to range of 4 cause, I believe in, and I believe 26 damage on base. We have 14 damage only on Sabine's base, needing 11 to get to pay dirt against Sabine ECL. All right. So, yep, we got 18 damage on Sabine's base here with Gar-Saxon coming in. And what answer to Wrecker does Gandork have? I mean, that's the question that this mass presents at the moment. For a cause comes in, but a Darksaber in the row, in the for a cause, does not make it hit for 4. I think it takes Gandork to 28. But within range of 2 Sabine pings, I believe that probably was Gandork scooping here. So the mighty Sabine ECL, piloted by Jimmy Lynch of Eugene, Oregon, is taking game 1, I believe. Both players are going to the sideboards.
All right, we're not 100% back here, Loopy, but I am going to commentate off of Leo's screen, as in our rest of our screens are not 100% set up yet. It looks like Gandork taken down, and it's exactly what you were talking about, is kind of seeing what the cards you need in order to answer the other opponent's plays. You know, if Gandork, Nick, has such a big field, what is LeBron going to play? And what we've seen in that past Palpatine game is LeBron is very not scared of... Jimmy's not scared of throwing down an ECL on a Fleet Lieutenant or something really small to get rid of an option in the early game.
Yeah, you know, and I think he used, I mean, ultimately, the Wrecker was the strongest play
For sure.
that game. So it's there, and maybe we can get an update from RT once he can that as to which player did concede. We certainly had a concession and a fist bump. I think that by the positioning, it probably was Gandorf, but both players were very close to lethal at the time.
Once
I don't want to get that wrong.
Once we know the final there, we'll update the score on the stream for the winner as we continue to set up our display monitor. Looking here, what do you think the sideboard answers are from both of these players here? I mean, you know that Sabine Green deck extremely well, as you've piloted that to a finals at the Chicago PQ. What do you think is an answer to hard stomp this matchup even more?
Yeah, so if I'm actually going in here, I'm actually considering the confiscates because there's certainly upgrades in a Gar Saxon deck. Now, it's not any single upgrade in Gar Saxon that has the impact on the game that a Dark Saber or Boba's Armor has, but he has many of them, and I might consider that to pick off a few. I'm probably bringing in the Adelphis on Jimmy's list. I actually posted Jimmy's list in our thing, but I think the Adelphi is a good play here because it has a lot of health up in the space arena for Jimmy.
Absolutely.
And I'm probably bringing in, I might even consider bringing in Dodonna.
Dodonna.
So he has a couple of Dodonnas in his sideboard. I mean, that's actually a decent play to give your guys a little bit more reach. Both players here, and if I'm looking at Sabine, I'm considering myself the early control, and then I'm trying to turn a corner with Wrecker, which is exactly what happened in that game one.
Yep.
There. Yep, and it was Sabine. It was Gandor conceding. We were right as we go that it was Sabine that actually won the first game.
Got it. So we'll update and say that LeBron Jimmy took game 1 against Gandorf here in 2 seconds. And we're going to be working on getting chat back up onto the stream live.
Yep. And we do have the stream up and going. I can see the chat through my restream, so we are good to go here. So
sorry guys about our stream issues, technical difficulties. Doing remote streams are not easy, and we're learning that right now doing it with Loop. This is hard. It's not easy. And the first thing that we're gonna get out of Gar, we know this is in the sideboard, is Mercenary Gunship. This was not played in the multiple series that we saw out of Nick.
And Gandorf's looking to counter the space of Sabine himself, and actually that Mercenary Gunship with initiative is just what the doctor ordered, as it comes in and crushes the A-Wing and does not die. Anything that's a 3/2 stat line is a natural enemy of an A-Wing, and it's really kind of cool how that works with the additional ones here.
Heon, is the giveaway open worldwide? It is actually open worldwide. When we do the giveaway before finals, it'll be available to anyone in the world if you are the winner.
All right, so Sabine there catching up the gameplay, played a Fighters for Freedom, which is a strong play into the ground arena, and Gandorf drops down the menacing Lurking TIE Phantom, which is a significant problem for Jimmy, as he also has a lead blocker for it. He has a Mercenary Gunship to try and protect it. We go to the Sabine flip turn. We're going to the Sabine flip turn with 4 damage here. He is going to ECL to take a red 3 into the Phantom, which is a strong play. Exactly what I would have done, looking for a way to clear the Phantom.